What up, Relationary Nation? I'm back. It's Kezi, Read and React. Let's go. The headline today is Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's marital problems all stem from this one issue. Okay, so a source told People magazine, that is, on Monday, the A-list couple is just diametrically opposed on the subject of living life in the spotlight. To put it simply, Jen, as in Jennifer Lopez, doesn't mind it. She doesn't mind living her life in the spotlight with the cameras. Or more than that, she actually thrives under the microscope. Meanwhile, Ben detests. He detests life in the public eye. Exclamation mark. This would certainly seem to explain why they hadn't been seen or hadn't been photographed together for more than 6 weeks until recently. Perhaps the Boston native was avoiding the paparazzi attention like the plague. Okay, so 6 weeks they hadn't been seen photographed together with someone you live with and are married to. That's a long time when you're both like celebrities. So clearly they took some time apart from each other to, I think, what the saying goes, absence makes the heart go fonder. So I think they want to kind of give each other time to miss each other, and not only that, see if when they were apart, if they want to stay apart or if they want to, you know, if they want to come back, if they liked their separation, if they liked their privacy and their time alone. But that's something that a lot of people do. But either way, it tells me that there's issues. If you got to keep taking 6 week breaks, just to stay with somebody, like, you married this person, y'all supposed to be together forever, and they're both in their 50s. So that we're talking about another 25 to 30 years. Like, I don't know. It does, the statistics say that within 7 years they'll be divorced. So, and then if they have a kid, it might be within 4 years. I'm just saying. Let's see. Number two. A film industry source was quick to add a note about how Ben has always been impressed by Jen's work ethic and profile in the music industry. So that sounds to me like he sees something in her, in Jennifer Lopez, that he admires because he wished he had that too. So him always being impressed by her work ethic tells me that that's part of his attraction to her, is he wants to be around somebody who has something that he wish he had, which is the work ethic and the discipline that she has, that's propelled her to her spot into her status in society. That's what he's around. That's what he loves. That's what he can't get enough of. But there's other things that come with her that he doesn't like. But that doesn't. Okay, so it says, but that doesn't mean he's down to have his life paraded around in that same way. That second source noted that always sharing her life is not his way. See, he doesn't like all the attention and all the publicity stunts and stuff like that. So from what I'm seeing, like, let me read between the lines and really give y'all what life is really like, because I got all the answers. All right, she is a beast when it comes to getting shit done, and he loves it, and he wants to be around that because he wants to be a better man. He wants to learn and gain from her talents to add to himself and his package, right? Because I'm sure he looks at, a man looks in the mirror and wants to be better and wants to achieve more, but he knows what his faults are and his weak spots are. So he's like, man, if I could get with a powerhouse like her, I could get off the bottle and off the drugs and and just be more disciplined. He doesn't want to be around cameras that are gonna show the fans more of his flaws, more of the chinks in his armor. So he wants to hide because he's afraid of what people will think if they see the real him, right? Come on, I'm going there. I'm getting deep now. She loves the cameras because she knows she's buttoned up. She knows she has her shit together. So there's nothing to hide. If anything, she wants to show off her work ethic, show off the fruits of her labor, show off all the abilities that she has. She wants to be admired. She wants people to learn from her discipline and her savviness, which has propelled her to where she is. Number 3, let's go. Let's keep it going. So a few thoughts. First and most notably, Jen and Ben have both been around the block before. They're in their 50s. Ben has kids with his ex, Jennifer Gardner, who was also an actress, and Jennifer Lopez, not Jennifer Gardner, has kids with her ex, Mark Anthony, the legendary singer, who was also famous. So, heck, these two have been around the block with each other even. This isn't their first time dating each other. This isn't their first time dating a celebrity. So, what's going on? Why are they acting brand new? Like they didn't know what was coming with this. This is the second chance at love. So, obviously, Jen knows all about Ben's aversion to media attention. She knows he doesn't like all the lights and the glam. She knows he doesn't like the paparazzi and the media being in their business. And she knew that before they got married. And Ben is well aware of Jen's embrace of the public eye. He knew that going into this. They've even opened up about it. This paragraph here, like pay attention to this paragraph. Listen to what they're saying. They're basically giving you an idea of what happens in a lot of relationships where you go into a relationship knowing the flaws of your partner, of the other person, but you still go in and you either make excuses for them or you give them grace, whichever you can. You can make it sound good or sound bad, basically. So if you look at it as giving them grace, that's a positive way to look at the action of still going into that relationship, knowing they have some things that you don't like about them. Or you can look at it as making excuses for them or ignoring their I don't want to say their issues just because you don't want to go and look for anything else, because finding the partner is not easy and it's a lot of work, and we only have so much time on this planet. So a lot of times that happens too. And at the end of the day, two adults have to take responsibility for their choices. Y'all both knew what y'all was getting into when y'all did this. That's basically what they're saying. So the fourth paragraph that stuck with me was this quote from J-Lo's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, where Ben Affleck said, "Getting back together, I said, listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social damn media. All right. Then I sort of realized it's not fair. It's not a fair thing to ask. It's sort of like you're going to marry a boat captain and you go, well, I don't like water." The voice that he spoke this in comes at me in a specific, it tells a specific secret to me. The secret would be that J-Lo was pursuing Ben Affleck in this case, and she was trying to talk him in to getting married or to becoming a couple again, like they did, like they were almost 20 years ago. And that tells me that J-Lo was courting him, and he was giving her almost like an ultimatum, not ultimatum, but he was setting the terms of the deal. And he was like, look, I don't want that social media shit. I don't want paparazzis in my bushes while I'm trying to take a shower. And she was like, oh, no, you good, yeah, no, I don't even, this is real. I don't even like the paparazzi like that. Like, I don't be dropping my location no more. Like, she was talking him into it, almost like selling him on, let's get back together. And he bought it hook, line, and sinker. And now look, paparazzi cameras everywhere. She's talking about talking about her relationship in interviews and shit. And he's like, what the hell? But then he had to check himself and say, look, I got into this marriage. If it crumbles, it's gonna look bad, and I'm gonna look bad in front of my ex-wife, Jennifer, who Gardner, who probably told me not to do this. I'm gonna look bad in front of my best friend Matt Damon, who also probably told me not to do this. Everyone who told me this was a bad idea is gonna say I told you so if I bail. So I gotta make this work as long as possible. But he's clearly miserable, and you can see it in the pictures and in all the rumors, right? But it's funny. It's funny to me to see this, get a little peek into what's going on, and kind of it looks like a hint that he was giving her, hey, if you want me to get with you, if you want me to do this, these are my, these are my terms. These are my standards. I don't want to be on the front of every magazine, on a weekly basis, because because you and your team are using our relationship to stay relevant in the media, and it also begs to, but what kind of operation she's running. It's probably it probably gives you a hint on it gives you a little insight into what these A-list celebrities do, to manipulate the media and their public image. For him to say that, it's pretty huge. And then the last, then the fifth section, okay, the fifth section that caught my eye, or it's fifth section or paragraph, was when J-Lo, okay, so the Let's Get Loud singer also referenced media attention on their private life during the doc too. She admitted Ben probably wasn't going to be very comfortable with her decision to pull bits of their relationship into her creative work before adding. So she admitted, she like, yeah, he ain't gonna like me, he ain't gonna like me having lyrics in my songs that refer to private moments we've had. So she knew he wasn't gonna like it, and she still did it, which, it kind of gives you, it kind of creates, it forces certain questions to pop in my head when I think of the conversations they must have had on whether or not to get back together after 20 years. Because it's like she couldn't wait to put their relationship in her music. And we know she needs content for her music, because she still sings. She still loves making music, She still cares about her music career. So, yeah. But she said, quote, he loves me. He knows I'm an artist. And he's going to support me in every way he can, because he knows you can't stop me. You hear that? Because he knows you can't stop me. I can't believe she said that in this documentary. Like, he's going to watch this in his basement and rewind it over and over till his eyes are bloodshot. He knows you can't stop me from making the music I made. But that doesn't mean he's comfortable being the muse. But clearly she doesn't care if he's comfortable or not. She's still going to do it. He knows you can't stop me. So this sounds like, if you connect this paragraph with the previous paragraph where Ben says, getting back together, I said, listen, like he's talking to her. He talking to her like he in charge. Like he's deciding, he has the final say so on whether or not they get back together. And she's begging for it, and he's like, I don't know. Then he's like, okay. I'll get back with you. I'll let you back into my life. On one condition. I don't want, look. One of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media. Damn it. And she's like, all right, I promise. It's going to be just you and me, regular relationship. No paparazzi, no cameras, no publicists, none of that. And then as soon as she got him down the aisle, right? As soon as he put a ring on it, he's going to support me in every way he can. Because at the end of the day, he knows he can't stop me from making music I made. With little tidbits of our relationship all in it, sprinkled all over it. So she got him now. So now she gonna do what she gonna do. It looks like she got back with this man after they said A-Rod dumped her. I don't know who dumped who, but after her relationship with Aaron Rodriguez fell apart, after he was able to buy that baseball team, then she went to the next. Like, she could only be with celebrities, it looks like. So she went to the next celebrity on her list, and it was him. And he was like, I don't know. And she talked him into it. And then as soon as she talked him into marrying her, it looks like she ran straight to the studio and she was like, cool, I finally, I'm about to get some good hits out of this song. Out of this relationship. If she's using Ben Affleck to make songs and keep her music career going, like, that needs to stop today. She needs to be taken care of by the relationship police, because male or female, nobody should be using people, getting in and out of these relationships just to find content for your performing arts. It's bullshit, and I hope she's not doing it. But this article has too many hints in it to make it look like this was like she's using him for her music career. I don't know. I'm a big J-Lo fan. Always had a crush on her growing up, and I had one or two of her albums. And the Hustlers movie was dope. Selena was dope. I saw that when I was in elementary school. Saw that movie like 3 or 4 times. So I'm definitely a fan of hers. And she was, that's the way love goes. Woo! That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. She was in the background dancing. And then she was a fly girl I used to watch in Living Color growing up. So I'm hoping that J-Lo is clean as a whistle. I'm hoping she got her shit tight and she's not using my man, because Ben Affleck is a national treasure in the city of Boston. You can't do him like that. All right? So until next time, I'm out. It's Kezi, and if you want another episode of Read and React on some relationship shit, stay tuned for the next clip. Like and subscribe to my channel. so you can become a relationaire too and master relationships to live the richest life ever. Peace.